And it's talking about the Treasurer, Joe Hockey. He's got a new nickname this morning, nothing to do with the budget.
Nothing to do with the budget. He's now known as Smoking Joe. This was the photograph that was always waiting to happen. People in Canberra have known for some time that Joe Hockey and his Finance Minister, Matthias Cormann, meet every afternoon in one of the courtyards and have a fraternal cigar. But you can't photograph them in there, so there was never a photograph. Now they went down to the Treasury building and they went out into the courtyard at Treasury and smoked a cigar, and of course there was Channel 9.
There's a few smoke signals there.
A few smoke signals. Well, definitely the image of the week. It's got people talking. I was out yesterday, people were talking about it. It's got a few politicians talking too.
I don't think it's a great thing for our national leaders to be participating in that, and I'd be very happy to send through to both the Treasurer and to the Finance Minister information from Cancer Australia and Quitline.
We don't live in a nanny state in Australia. People smoke, people have a drink, people are at a barbecue somewhere around Australia as I'm talking at the present time, enjoying themselves. We don't live in a nanny state.
Smoking's not a good look for anyone, but it's not illegal, and the fact that people have had a fairly pressured couple of weeks relaxed that way. In fact, quite frankly, I know both gentlemen quite well. I wasn't aware that either of them smoked, but perhaps I don't know them as well as I think I do.
As I say, it's got everyone talking. It's not illegal, but it's a bit of a distraction, don't you think, from the main message this week?
Yeah, there's a couple of things about it. I mean, one is the smoking thing, which I mean, Joe seemed to be a little out of breath when he was doing that walking doorstop earlier in that package we played, so perhaps maybe you should think about that. But there's also the issue of smoking cigars, which is, you know, I guess, you know, here they are trying to sell this message of equality of pain and being, you know, sharing all of the empathy that politicians have. But I guess most people don't smoke cigars, and they seem to be, you know, the sort of thing that the fat cats at the top end of town do.
I think it'll blow over.
It may blow over, but I think that picture will come back to haunt Joe Hockey. Politicians usually go out of their way not to be photographed smoking cigars. Bob Hawke was a prolific cigar smoker, but I've never seen a photograph of him while he was Prime Minister smoking a cigar. Malcolm Fraser, when he was Prime Minister, he went to New York to smoke cigars, but the Labor Party found a photograph of him in New York with a huge cigar, and they ran it in an ad in the 1983 campaign. Bob Hawke, who was opposition leader, argued against using this ad for obvious reasons, and it was a devastating image of which came to the full screen of Malcolm Fraser with this huge cigar. It's not a good image, and I think you know, the fact that that Joe's got himself on film, he'll regret it.
Oh well, for now I'm sure it's going to get, as you say, blown away by the budget, Michael. But the budget's not even announced yet, and the polls keep coming out showing people don't like it.